कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई।
ए पुण्य करिबे जाबे राधा रानी खुशी हबे,
ए पुण्य करिबे जाबे राधा रानी खुशी हबे,
ए पुण्य करिबे जाबे राधा रानी खुशी हबे,
ए पुण्य करिबे जाबे राधा रानी खुशी हबे।
ध्रुवती बोली तो माता,
ध्रुवती बोली तो माता,
ध्रुवती बोली तो माता,
ध्रुवती बोली तो माता।
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई।
श्री सिद्धांत सरस्वती शचि सुत प्रियति,
सिद्धांत सरस्वती शचि सुत प्रियति,
कृष्ण सेवायार तुलना,
कृष्ण सेवायार तुलना।
से मोहंत गुरु जगतेर मदेउरो,
से मोहंत गुरु जगतेर मदेउरो,
से मोहंत गुरु जगतेर मदेउरो,
से मोहंत गुरु जगतेर मदेउरो।
कृष्ण भक्ति देता था,
कृष्ण भक्ति देता था,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई।
तार इच्छा बलवान पाश्चात्य ते थान थान,
बलवान पाश्चात्य थान थान,
होई जाते गौरांगेरा नाम,
होई जाते गौरांगेरा नाम।
पृथ्वीते नागरादि आसमुद्र नद नदी,
पृथ्वीते नागरादि आसमुद्र नद नदी,
सकले लोय कृष्ण नाम,
सकले लोय कृष्ण नाम।
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई।
ताहले आनंद होय तबे होय दिग्विजय,
ताहले आनंद होय तबे होय दिग्विजय,
चैतन्यर कृपातिशय,
चैतन्यर कृपातिशय।
माया दुष्ट जत दुखी जगते सवाई सुखी,
माया दुष्ट जत दुखी जगते सवाई सुखी,
वैष्णवेर इच्छा पूर्ण हो,
वैष्णवेर इच्छा पूर्ण हो।
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य हवे भाई।
শ্রী কার্য যে করিবারে আজ্ঞা যদি দিল মোরে যোগ্য নাহি অতি দিনা হে না তাই সে তোমার কৃপা মাগিতেছি অনুরূপা তাই সে তোমার কৃপা মাগিতেছি অনুরূপা আজ তুমি সবার প্রবীণা কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে ভাই কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে তোমার সে শক্তি পেলে গুরু সেবায় বস্তু মিলে জীবন সার্থক যদি সে সেবা পাইলে তাহলে সুখী হলে তব সঙ্গ ভাগ্যতে মিল কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে তুমি মোর চির সাথী ভুলিয়া মায়ার লাঠি খাইয়াছি জন্ম জন্মান্তরে आज पुनः ए सुयोग यदि होए जोगायो तबे पारी तू ही मिली बारे कृष्ण तब पुण्य हवे कृष्ण तब पुण्य हवे तोमार मिलन भाई आवर से सुख पार गोचरण घोरी देना भो कट बने छोटा छोटी बने खाई लोटा पोटी से दिन कबे हवे मोरा कृष्ण तब पुण्य हवे कृष्ण तब पुण्य हवे आज से सुविधाने तोमार स्मरण बेला बरो आशा डाकिला माता आमी तोमार नित्य दास ताई करी एता आमी तोमार नित्य दास ताई करी एता विनान्य गति तुम्हें विनान्य गति कृष्ण तव पुण्य बेबा कृष्ण तव पुण्य बेबा जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदा यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुनातीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी राधा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधे जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधे राधे जय राधे 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 श्री राधे जय निताय गौरंग जय निताय गौरंग निताय गौरंग जय निताय गौरंग निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की श्री श्री निताय गौरांग की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की विश्व गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Creation, Chapter 3, Krishna is the source of all incarnations, text number 29. Janmaguhyam Bhagavataha Janmaguhyam Bhagavataha Yetat prayato naraha य एतत् प्रयतो नरः सायं प्रातर्गृह्णन् भक्त्या दुःखग्रामाद् विमुच्यते जन्मगुह्यं भगवतः एतत्प्रयतो नरः दुःखग्रामाद् विमुच्यते जन्मगुह्यं भगवतः एतत्प्रियतो नरः सायं प्रातर्गृह्णन् भक्त्या दुःखग्रामाद् विमुच्यते जन्मगुह्यं भगवतः एतत्प्रयतो नरः सायं प्रातर्गृह्णन् भक्त्या दुःखग्रामाद् विमुच्यते जन्मगुह्यं भगवतः एतत्प्रयतो नरः सायं प्रातर्गृह्णन् भक्त्या दुःखग्रामाद् विमुच्यते जन्म birth guhyam mysterious bhagavatah of the Lord yaha one etat all these prayatah carefully naraha man pratah morning grihnan recites bhaktya with devotion dukkhagramat from all miseries vimuchyate gets relief from. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Whoever carefully recites the mysterious appearances of the Lord with devotion in the morning and in the evening gets relief from all miseries of life. Kindly repeat the translation. Whoever carefully recites the mysterious appearances of the Lord with devotion in the morning and in the evening gets relief from all miseries of life. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In the Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead has declared that anyone who knows the principle of transcendental birth and activities of the Lord will go back to Godhead after being relieved from this material tabernacle. So simply knowing factually the mysterious way of the Lord's incarnation in this material world can liberate one from material bondage. Therefore, the birth and activities of the Lord as manifested by Him for the welfare of the people in general are not ordinary. They are mysterious, and only by those who carefully try to go deep into the matter by spiritual devotion is the mystery discovered. Thus, one gets liberation from material bondage. It is advised, therefore, that one who simply recites this chapter of Bhagavatam, describing the appearance of the Lord in different incarnations in sincerity and devotion, can have insight into the birth and activities of the Lord. The very word vimukti or liberation indicates that the Lord's birth and activities are all transcendental, Otherwise, simply by reciting them, one could not attain liberation. They are therefore mysterious. Those who do not follow the prescribed regulations of devotional service are not entitled to enter into the mysteries of his births and activities. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam panghum lankhayate girim. Yat kripadabham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramananda Madhavam Yontaf Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatyakila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyam Sahasra Charana Shravanatvagadin Pranannamo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Swastyastu Vishwasya Khalaf Prasidatam Dhyayantu Bhutani Shivam Midhodhiya Manasya Bhadram Bhajata Dadhokshaje Aveshyatam No Matirapya Hetuki. Hare Krishna. Janmaguhyam bhagavataha etat prayato naraha sayam pratar granan bhaktya dukhagramat vimuchyate. In this shloka, it is mentioned, it is the falashruti of reciting this entire list of avatars mentioned so far. From the beginning of this chapter, 22 incarnations of the Lord are briefly mentioned as an answer to the questions asked by the sages of Naimisharanya to Suta Goswami. He briefly, in a summary form, mentioned 22 incarnations of the Lord and concluded that Krishna is the source of all those incarnations. Ete chamshakala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Starting from Karanodakashai Vishnu or Mahavishnu up to Kalki, 22 incarnations were mentioned. And the source of all those incarnations is Krishna. Ete chamshakala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Radhayandi Yuge Yuge. The Paribhasha Sutra of Srimad Bhagavatam is that shloka. And immediately after that, today's shloka is the Falashruti. Falashruti means what is the benefit or what advantage we have by reciting this particular section of Srimad Bhagavatam. That phala or benefit or result is mentioned in today's shloka. What is the benefit of reciting this entire section of Bhagavatam? Sayam pratar grahanan bhaktya. Grahanan means to recite. Prabhupada says in the word-to-word meaning, recite. Sayam pratar. Sayam means evening. Prata, morning. Evening and morning, we should recite this particular section. Or, in other words, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Sayam pratar grahanan bhaktya. If you recite this portion, which describes the avatara kathas of Sri Hari, evening and morning, then what happens? Dukkha gramat vimuchyate. Dukkha grama. Grama means grama. Gram. Gaon. Gaon means Gaon, village. Gaon, village. Village means what? Group of houses, group of families, group of people. It's called grama. Sangrama, grama means group. Dukkha gramat vimuchyate. We don't have just dukkha, we have dukkha grama or dukkha nagara or dukkha loka. We have a world of miseries. From morning to night, actually, all of us are actually suffering. Some of us realize, some of us sometimes realize, some of us never realize. But nevertheless, the fact is that we are all going through continuous dukkha. Dukkha. Miseries. A grama of dukkha, a collection, a group of dukkha. One after the other, one after the other. We are going through. So if we want vimochana, vimuchyate. Vimuchyate. Muchyate means, mochan means freedom. To get freed of, to get liberated of. Vimuchyate means, completely. Prabhupada says, yeah, completely. Visheshena mochate. Visheshena. Especially, completely, perfectly get freed from these miseries and attain Vishesha. Vishesha means, Vishesh means special. Vaishishtya or Vishesha means variegatedness, varieties. Vishesha, varieties. What is the greatest variety? Krishna and Krishna Bhakti. Krishna and Krishna Bhakti is the greatest variety any person, any living entity can imagine, can achieve, can experience. There is no higher variegatedness available in this world or in the other world, greater than Krishna and Krishna's service. There is no other variety, variegatedness, bhinnascha, bhinna dharmascha, bhinna experiences, varieties of different rasas, different experiences, one after the other, new, nava rasa dhamni udyatum rantumasit. Acharya says, yadavati mamachitta krishna padaravindayor nava rasa dhamni udyatum rantumasit. Tatavati badanari sangame smaryamane bhavatu mukhavikara sushtu nishtivanam cha. Whenever my mind gets absorbed in the lotus feet of Krishna, yadavati mama chitta Krishna padaravindayoho, when my chitta gets absorbed, even for a moment, in Krishna's padaravind. Padaravind means? Padaravind. Lotus feet. Aravind means? Lotus. Pada means? Sri Charan. Whenever my chitta gets absorbed on the lotus feet of the Lord, yadavati mama chitta Krishna padaravindayor nava rasa dhamni udyatum rantumasit. Newer and newer rasas awaken in my consciousness. Udyatum, rise up, like Surya udyatum, sun rises. The rasas are always there, sun is always there. Simply it has to rise. It's not that something new rasa is created. No. Krishna Bhakti Rasa is eternal. Just like Krishna is eternal, Krishna Bhakti Rasa, which is non-different from Krishna, is also eternal. And there are Ananta Rasas, Ananta Rasas in Krishna Bhakti, because Sri Krishna is Ananta. Ananta, Akhila Rasamrita Murti, Ananta Rasamrita Murti. Everything connected to Krishna is Anant, unimaginably varieties of rasas. So that is what is vimuchyate, visheshena. Vishesha means varieties, variegated. We will get mochana from the dukkha gramas, from the from the conglomeration of miseries, and after that we get entry into Vishesha. Chid Vaichitriya, Prabhupada says, Chid Vaichitriya, Vaichitriya, Vaishishtya, these are all Paryayavachis. Vaichitriya means variegatedness. It is not monotonous. So that amazing, unexplainably blissful, Acharya says, we are not getting words. Yato vacho nivartante, aprapya manasasaha, Upanishad says. Vacho nivartante, words go back, failing in describing the variegated amazingness of Krishna. Yato vacho nivartante, aprapya manasasaha. Even human mind, the mind of big devatas, they also fail to conceive the amazing variegatedness of Bhagavan and his rasas, his bhakti rasas. That is the amazingness of our Lord. He is so full of varieties. So if we want that vimochana, mochana is possible by jnana, karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, will give us mochana. But if we want vimochana, then what this verse says, Sayam pratar granan bhaktya. Very important. Sayam pratar granan, machine jaise बैठ के, no. Bhaktya, with devotional emotion, bhava, we should recite. How that bhava, that bhakti will come when we understand the meaning of those verses. Avatara Kathas of Sri Bhagavan are narrated in this chapter. 22 avatara, starting from which incarnation? No. In this chapter, what is the first incarnation mentioned? Which Purusha? 3 Purushas are there. Which Purusha is the first avatara? Mahavishnu, Kshirodakshayi Vishnu. Starting from him, and the last avatar mentioned is Kalki. 22 avatars are mentioned in this chapter. Avatars are innumerable. Avataraksha sankhya harer adbhuta karmana. But in this chapter, 22 avatars. So, all those avatars, we have to recite those verses, understanding the meaning. When we understand the meaning of those verses, Mahatmya Jnana Purvastu Sudridha Sarvato Adhikaha Snehaha Bhakti Riti Prokta Sacha Muktirna Chanyatha. Sripad Madhvacharya says, when we understand the Lord's qualities, pastimes, glories, on the strength of his Mahatmya Jnana, the glorious, the knowledge about the glories of the Lord, which is there in the Vedic literatures, then we develop Sudridha Sarvato Adhikaha Snehaha. We develop firm and foremost love. Sarvato Adhikaha Snehaha. Sneha means love, prema. We develop that when we have Mahatmya Jnana of Bhagavan. Otherwise, it will be some sentimental thing. Today Krishna, tomorrow somebody else, day after tomorrow somebody else. It will become like that. If we want Shuddha Sneha towards Krishna, we should get Mahatmya Jnana about Krishna from Srimad Bhagavatam, from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, from the Upanishads, from the Vedas, from Sri Mahabharata, from Srimad Ramayana. Then Sudrida Sarvato Adhikaha Snehaha Bhakti Riti Prokta. That Sneha is called Bhakti. Bhakti is nothing but love. But love on the strength and basis of Mahatmya Jnana of Bhagavan. Not emotional, sentimental, blind love. It will not sustain. It's like, boy sees a girl. Love happens. Love at first sight. But it won't stay. It is not real love. It is only lust. Real love comes when you know the person deeply. When you know the person deeply, love develops. True love develops. So that, with that understanding, when we bhaktya, with love, when we recite Sayam Pratar Grahan, then Dukkha Gramad Vimuchyate is what is told in this verse. Prabhupada says in the purport here, In the Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead has declared that anyone who knows the principles of the transcendental birth and activities of the Lord will go back to Godhead after being relieved from this material tabernacle. Which is the verse? Prabhupada is saying, thank you, Prabhu. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mameti sorjuna. 4.9 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Janma karma cha me divyam. Here it is said janma guhyam. Bhagavan's janma is guhyam, very mysterious. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divyam. My janma and karma is divyam. Guhyam, divyam. Two aspects about Lord's janma we understood. My appearance is mysterious, guhyam. My appearance is divyam. Divyam means transcendental, divine. It is not bhautikam. It is not jadam. It is not birth like ours. It is not material birth. It is divyam. Divya means transcendental, beyond the reach of our senses. Transcendental. That is the meaning of transcendental. Senses means our indriyas. Beyond the limits of our senses is transcendental. Transport means from one port you cross and go to another port. Transport. Similarly, transcendental means you give up or you cross the limitations of material senses and get elevated to the port of spiritual senses. Awaken your spiritual senses. That is called transcendental. Prabhupada uses every word very, very thoughtfully. Each and every word is weighed and kept in his purport. Bhakti Vedanta purports are not ordinary. Otherwise, he could have just said the divine birth and activities of the Lord. He didn't translate like that. If you see the purport, transcendental birth and activities of the Lord means his birth and activities are not conceivable through our senses. It is transcends. Beyond our senses, above the limits of our senses. What is this? Beyond our senses, above our senses, guhyam, divyam. Elsewhere, Kunti Maharani also says. Kunti Maharani says, Srimad Bhagavatam. Janma karma cha vishwatman ajasya karturatmanah tiriyan drishishu yadasu tadatyanta vidambanam. Vidambanam means bewildering. Vidamban. The translation is, of course it is bewildering. Prabhupada again uses these are all special Prabhupada words. Bewildering. It is of course it is bewildering. Oh Vishwatman, oh soul of the universe. Kunti Maharani is addressing Krishna. Oh soul of the universe, that your work, though you are inactive, and that you take birth, though you are the vital force and the unborn, you yourself descend amongst animals, men, sages and aquatics. Verily this is bewildering. The Lord's appearance in Tiryang Nrishishu Yadasu Tad Atyanta Vidambanam. Very, very bewildering. Atyanta Vidambanam. Exclamation is used. Atyanta Vidambanam. It is so bewildering. I can't conceive how you are the Vishwatma. You are the Parabrahman. You are Sarvantaryami. You are Sarvagya Sarvashaktiman. Still, you appear Janma amongst Tiryang, Nrishishu, Yadasu. Tiryag means all the animals. Nr means human beings. Yadasu. the sages, among rishis, who is incarnation of Krishna? Naranarayana Rishi, Vedavyasa Rishi, they are all Krishna's incarnations. So, very bewildering. So, Krishna's Janma is Guhyam, Janma Guhyam. Bhagavad Gita says Krishna's Janma is Divyam. And Kunti Maharani says Krishna's Janma is Vidambanam. Krishna's Janma is Guhyam, Krishna's Janma is Divyam, Krishna's Janma is Vidambanam. What is the Divya, Guhya, Vidambana nature of why it is so special, Krishna's Janma? Prabhupada says that Guhyata or Divyata or Vidambanata of that Janma, of Krishna's appearance, avatara, can only be understood by devotees of the Lord. They are mysterious. Krishna's avatars are, Janma Leelas are mysterious. And only by who carefully tries to go deep into the matter by spiritual devotion. See the word spiritual devotion, not material devotion. There is something called material devotion also. Devotion towards our spouse, devotion towards our children, devotion towards political leaders, devotion towards film actors, heroes and heroines of this world, devotion towards demigods. These are all material devotion. Spiritual devotion means devotion towards Vishnu Tattva. Only that can be spiritual devotion. Rest all forms of devotion are material devotion. That's why Prabhupada uses the word spiritual devotion. Otherwise, why he would have used that? They are mysterious. What are mysterious? Krishna's Janma Leelas are mysterious. Guhyam, Vidambanam, Divyam. They are mysterious, and only by one who carefully tries to go deep into the matter by spiritual devotion is the mystery discovered. This Rahasya, this Divya, Guhya, Vidambana nature of Krishna's Janma can only be discovered by the devotees who go deep into the matter, not on surface level. Janma karma cha me divyamevam yo veti tatvata tattvadeham punarjanmaneti mameti sorjuna. Like that we can recite verses. That is surface level. Prabhupada is saying deep. Surface level chanting will not help. Go deep. Madhupandit Prabhu says soulful japa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. No. Deep. Every name you hear, go deep, deep, deep. Krishna is unlimitedly deep. The more you go deep, the more we dive deep, the more treasures we get. Ocean on surface is salt water. Salt water. Surface level Krishna looks very salty. 16,108 wives. So many gopis. So much war, fight, killing of crores of demons. How many times Jarasandha attacked Mathura? 17 times? Pakka? Each time he was bringing 21 Akshauhinis of Sena. Entire Mahabharata war, how many Akshauhinis? 18 Akshauhinis. Entire Mahabharata war, only 18 Akshauhinis. Jarasandha attacked Mathura each time with 21 Akshauhinis. Imagine the quantum of demons Krishna Balram killed in Mathura alone. Crores, bhu bhar haranayacha, for relieving earth planet from the burden of demoniac people, the burden of Vishnu Vaishnava Dveshis, Bhagavan especially incarnate. So much killing. Janam Liya, the next month only killing started. First killing is woman. He killed a woman. Atrocities against women. Putana. Minorities. Demons. No, I'm not saying minorities are demons. In the totality of the Lord's creation, demons are minority. If you see the totality, spiritual world plus material world, devotees are more. Demons are less in number. So they are minority. Women, minority. So, on the surface level, Krishna is very salty, just like ocean. See, surface level is salty. Namkeen pani, no mithas, no sweetness. But if you want to know the power of ocean, dive deep. You will get pearls. You will get varieties of valuable pearls, jewels. It's all there in the ocean bed. Even for getting the modern wealth in the form of oil, you have to go deep into the ocean. The modern world economy is oil economy, petrodollar economy. For that also we have to dive deep into ocean. So Krishna is like Sagara, Sarasamasmi Sagaraha. But if we want to know him, Prabhupada says, only by one who carefully tries to go deep into the matter by spiritual devotion. Bhaktya. Sayam pratar granan bhaktya. With lot of bhakti, lot of love, affection, intense love. When we dive deep, is a mystery discovered. So, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is one such acharya who discovered the depth of Krishna's divya guhya vidambana janma. Krishna's janma rahasya, divyata, rahasyata, guhyata, vidambanata of Krishna's janma is explored in detail by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and Prabhupada quotes the purport of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in connection with Krishna Janma, Krishnavatara, 10.2.9, Prabhupada's purport, if you see, Prabhupada says, symbolically, Mother Devaki's constant fear of Kamsa was purifying her. Very rarely Prabhupada uses such words, symbolical. Prabhupada is saying that this Krishna Janma Katha has got a symbolic meaning also, which each and every sadhaka should understand. Symbolically, Mother Devaki's constant fear of Kamsa was purifying her. She was always afraid of Kamsa because Kamsa was killing her children one after the other, smashing them on stone, wall. She was afraid. A pure devotee should always fear material association, and in this way, all the asuras of material association will be killed, as the Shad Garbhasuras were killed by Kamsa. Who were the 6 children, the first 6 children of Devaki? They are called Shad Garbhasuras, the eldest 6 brothers of Krishna. The immediate elder brother of Krishna is? Immediate elder brother of Krishna is Balaram. And further before him, 6 eldest brothers were there. Who were there? Who were they? Exactly. Shad Garbhasuras. Krishna's eldest brothers were Asuras. He is the younger brother of Asuras. Krishna is the younger brother of Asura. So there is a history connected to this. Prabhupada says here, the history is described elsewhere, but in the purport Prabhupada gives a summary of it. It is said that from the mind Marichi appears. Suddenly we may get bewildered. What is this Marichi, mind? What has it got to do with Krishna's Janma? It is said that from the mind Marichi appears. In other words, Marichi is an incarnation of the mind. It's all symbolic language. Marichi is an incarnation of the mind. Marichi has 6 sons: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada and Matsarya. Lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness and envy. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appears in pure devotional service. This is confirmed in the Vedas. Bhakti revainam darshayati. Prabhupada is quoting actually Mathara Smriti. There is a section in the Vedas called Mathara Smriti, Mathara Shruti. Madhara Shruti says this. Bhaktir evainam darshayati. Only bhakti can bring one in contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appears from the womb of Devaki, and therefore Devaki symbolically represents bhakti. Again symbolically. Prabhupada's purport it is. Bhakti, Devaki symbolically represents bhakti. The 6 eldest brothers of Krishna symbolically represent the Shad Garbhasarasur Ari Shad Varga, the 6 enemies of any conditioned soul. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Matsarya is the chief enemy. The 6 enemies. And therefore, and Kamsa symbolically represents material fear. Kamsa represents material fear, bhaya. When pure devotee always fears material association, his real position of bhakti is manifested and he naturally becomes uninterested in material enjoyment. When the 6 sons of Marichi are killed by such fear and one is freed from material contamination within the womb of bhakti, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears. Within the womb of bhakti, who appears? The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna appears. So it's not that Sri Krishna is just appearing in the womb of a human being. No, he is appearing in the womb of pure devotion. Thus the 7th pregnancy of Devaki signifies the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who is that? 7th pregnancy is Balaram. After the 6 sons, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada and Matsarya are killed, the Shesha incarnation creates a suitable situation for the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other words, when one awakens his natural Krishna consciousness, Lord Krishna appears. This is the explanation given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Janmagukhyam. This is Janmagukhyam. Simply it is not, okay, there is some secret. No. Actually, the history goes back to Swayambhuva Manvantara. Swayambhuva Manvantara is the first Manvantara in this particular Kalpa of Lord Brahma. In that Manvantara, Brahma had a son called Marichi Prajapati. Marichi Prajapati. Swayambhuva Manu, Vaivasvatam Swayambhuva Manu is one. Then Marichi Rishi or Marichi Prajapati was the son of Brahma. He was born from the mind of Brahma. Manasa Putra of Brahma. So that's why Prabhupada is saying he represents mind. Marichi represents mind. Marichi, mind, got married to Urni. And in Urni, he begot 6 children. Who are they? The Harivamsha says the 6 conditioned souls were Smara, Udgita, Parishwanga, Patanga, Kshudrabhrit and Grini. These were the 6 children of Marichi. Marichi is whose son? Brahma's son. Marichi's wife is Urni. In her, Marichi begot 6 children. Nicely, family, happy life going on. One day something happened in their big family. Brahmaji's family, very big family. What is that? Brahma, Lord Brahma, as per the will of Krishna, Narayana, he developed desire towards his daughter who is called as Vak. Vak. Vak is another name for Saraswati. Saraswati. He developed sexual desire towards his daughter. Oh, how is it possible? Brahma, Lord Brahma, such an exalted person, pure devotee of the Lord, he is developing sexual desire for his own daughter. So abominable, shame, shame. But please understand, Lord Brahma is beyond the limits of human imagination. The rules and regulations applicable for human beings are not applicable for Lord Brahma. Each and every activity of Lord Brahma is happening as per the will of Krishna. He is a pure devotee of the Lord. He is Adi Guru. He is Jagat Guru, Lord Brahma. He is the father of Lord Shiva. He is the father of Lord Shiva. Such a person cannot act out of his, instincts, sexual instincts. No. There is some bigger mystery behind that. We don't know. We don't know. So Brahma got attracted towards Saraswati, his own daughter, Vak. And at that time, Marichi, his son, and other sons of Brahma, they goes to Brahma and prays to him. Oh Father, it is very bewildering for us to understand this behavior of yours. Why don't you rethink on this particular action what you are taking? Why don't you contemplate and change course? Acha nahi hai. The message will not be good if people see this, because you are the leader of the entire universe. He is Jagat Pita in one sense. Everybody looks up to you for guidance, for direction. Whenever there is a problem, Devatas come to you praying, Brahma, Brahmane Namaha. And that Brahma, if he acts like this, what message will get conveyed? So please rethink on this. And Brahma put a pause. He stopped. He contemplates. And he feels that, yes, I was doing something wrong. And he gives up his body. And that body of Brahma, which is made of Mahatattva, transforms into a dark cloud and roams around in the material universe. And then he takes a new body, a fresh body. He is Brahma, he can do all that mystically. So, Marichi Adi Prajapatis, the sons, the Manasaputra of Brahma, he prayed to Brahma respectfully. Father, this is something which is very, very risky what you are doing. So please reconsider. Respectfully he said. But simultaneously something else happened. What is that? Marichi's 6 sons were there. Smara, Udgita, Parishwanga, Patanga, Kshudrabhrita, Ghrani. They mockingly laughed at Brahma. This is all mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam also. Prabhupada also says this. Krishna book, chapter 85, these things are mentioned. The 6 sons of Marichi, they disrespectfully laughed at Brahma. Marichi prayerfully, respectfully corrected his father. But Marichi's sons, Brahma's grandsons, the 6 sons of Marichi, who is a personification of mind, they disrespectfully, mockingly laughed at Brahma. Arey dekho inka halat dekho. Big Mahajan, pure devotee, Jagat Srishta, Visarga Krit, Hiranya Garbha. He is acting like that. Look at him. He doesn't have dhairya in him. Like that they laughed. And what is the result? Patanti. Fall down. The moment we start judging on Vaishnavas, this happens. They are beyond our judgment. It is human nature, or it is nature of conditioned soul to judge others, to judge other devotees, even in devotee community. That devotee is like that only. This devotee is like this only. We are judges. We are the justice of Supreme Court of our own imaginary mind, world. We are judges. We don't have any faults. We are always completely perfect. All faults are with other devotees. Because of that devotee, this happened. Because of this devotee, that happened. He is like that only. She is like this only. She is always like that only. Because of that devotee, I am suffering. Because of this devotee, I am put down. Because of that Prabhu, I am hurt. Because of that Mataji, this wrong thing happened. Everything because of others. Because of me, Bhuvana Mangala, all good things are happening in this creation because of me. And because of others, all bad things are happening. This is human nature. Judgmental, judgment. शुरू यस्मिन् अस्तंगदेषु सूर्योदय से लेकर सूर्यास्त तक judgment. In the mind, judgment about others is going on. What happens when we judge Vaishnavas? Fall down. They were the sons of Marichi. They were devatas. Smara, Udugita, Parishwanga, Patanga, Kshudrabhrit, Grini. They were all devatas, not even human beings. And next life, they become the grandchildren of Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, before going to do tapasya of Lord Brahma, he had elder son, Kalanemi. Prahlad was born during his tapasya time. But much before that, Kalanemi was born. And as the 6 children of Kalanemi, the 6 children of Marichi and Urni were reborn. Because of their offense against Brahma. They judged Brahma, pure devotee, Vaishnava, of sex desire, and mocked at him, laughed at him, and resultantly, from Deva Yoni, from Devata Yoni, they were born in Asura Yoni, and that was as the children of Kalanemi. Very bad Daitya. In Daitya Taratamya Sandhi, Jagannatha Dasa says Kali is the topmost Daitya. Then comes Alakshmi, his wife. Then comes Viprachitri. Number 3 is this fellow Kalanemi. Not ordinary Daitya. Worst. As his sons they were reborn. Where is Marichi? Where is Kalanemi? And in that life, their names were Hamsa, Suvikarna, Kratha, Damana, Ripumardana, Krodhahanta. In that life also, they got cursed. In that life, what wrong they did? They didn't do anything wrong. They did something right, for which they got cursed. In the first life, they did really something wrong. They judged Brahma and laughed at him. And they got cursed. They became the sons of demons. Grandchildren of Hiranyakashipu, children of Kalanemi. As a children of Kalanemi, something good they did, for which they got cursed. What good they did? Because of their Purva Janma Vasana, because of their intrinsic divine nature, devotee nature, even though they were children of Kalanemi, disregarding the instruction of Hiranyakashipu, they went and did tapasya for Lord Brahma. Maybe internally Paramatma might have given them intelligence. In the last life you had offended Brahma. In this life you atoned for that offense, praying to Lord Brahma again. So they all left home and they went to some forest or some hills and they were doing tapasya for Brahma. And what is Hiranyakashipu's instruction? What is Hiranyakashipu's instruction to all his subjects? Only I should be worshipped. I am the Lord. No need to worship Vishnu or any Vaishnavas. Worship me. Subah se leke raat tak. Mera I puja karo. Because I am the Lord. Aham Brahmasmi. The real meaning of Aham Brahmasmi is Bhagavan Narayana at the time of creation realized himself as Brahman. If you see the Upanishad, that is the context. And said, Aham Brahmasmi. I am the supreme absolute truth. It is not nothing connected. In the secondary sense, the Jiva also realizes, I am Amsha of Bhagavan, Brahman. I am not this body. I am Amsha of Parabrahman. I am Jiva Brahman. Then we are called Aham. But Hiranyakashipu's conception of Brahman or himself was, I am the totality, I am everything, I am the supreme, everything is under my control. And actually partially it was true. Even the Ashtadik Palakas were under his control and he passed a decree that only I should be worshipped, nobody else. Oh, no Om Namo Narayanaya, no Hare Krishna. Immediately he will kill them. So disregarding that instruction of Hiranyakashipu, the 6 sons of Kalanemi, Hamsa, Suvikarna, Kratha, Damana, Ripumardana, Krodhahanta, they went and did tapasya for Lord Brahma. And for that, Hiranyakashipu cursed them for doing penance to please Lord Brahma. Who curses? Grandfather. Hiranyakashipu cursed them. Disregarding my instruction, you all went and did tapasya of Lord Brahma. I am cursing you. Next life, you be born as a child of children of Devaki. Devayoni mein janam le lo. Because according to Hiranyakashipu, exalted birth is birth in Asura Yoni. For him, birth in Devata Yoni is the worst. Vishnu Vaishnava Dvesha is so intense in this Daitya, he considers all devotees as worst. Become the child of the Devaki. Go. Curse. That became blessing for them. So Hiranyakashipu's curse became blessing, but Brahma, the offense against Brahma became really curse for them. When Daityas curse us, it is good. When devotees do Narasimha Kavacha, when devotees do Hare Krishna, when devotees do devotional service, Daityas will curse. That is good for devotees. When we offend other Vaishnavas, when we do Jiva Himsa, when we do Adharma, then devotees will curse. That is very bad for us. Devotees' curse is very bad. But demons' curse is good for us. So Hiranyakashipu cursed. Go and become the children of that Devaki. Rot. And in that life, your own father will kill you. In that life, your own father will kill you. You will not get to enjoy life. For Hiranyakashipu, perfection of life is getting settled in the material world and enjoy. You will not get to enjoy life. And your own father will kill you. And the same Kalanemi, the son of Hiranyakashipu, was reborn as Kansa in Mathura. And these 6 children of Kalanemi took birth as the 6 children of Mother Devaki, headed by Kirtiman. The first child of Devaki is called Kirtiman. Smara, who is the first child of Marichi, was reborn as Hamsa, as a child of Kalanemi, and he was reborn as Kirtiman, as a child of Devaki. So like that, 6 of them. Sabka naam hai. We don't have time to take all the names. So 6 children were reborn, and one after the other, Kamsa killed. And this Shad Garbha Asuras, because they were born as the children of Kalanemi, the Asuravesha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, these are actually 6 demons. They are actually persons. And their energy is influencing all of us in the form of lust, anger, greed, etc., etc. These are all actually persons. There is nothing impersonal in the creation of the Lord. Everything is personal. There is some person behind every impersonal energy. There will be a person behind every impersonal energy. Lust is an impersonal energy. Greed is an impersonal energy. Lobha, Krodha, anger is an impersonal energy. But behind the impersonal energy, there is a person. Behind every divine energy, there is a divine person. Behind every demoniac energy, there is a demon, a person. So, there were, in the 6 children of Devaki, the Avesha of these 6 Daityas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya were there. And when they were killed, Devaki became freed from Ari Shad Varga, the real 6 enemies of all conditioned souls. Ari means enemy. Ari in Sanskrit means enemy, Shatru, Dushman. Ari Shad Varga, the 6 enemies of every living entities is this: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Kama means lust. Krodha means anger. Lobha means greed. More, I want more. Dil mange more. Greed. Moha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha. 4th is Moha. Moha means illusion. There are different types of illusion. Elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam it is told Moha, Madha, Maha, Moha, Tamishra, Andhatamisra, etc., etc. Different kinds of illusions. I am this body. Everything belonging to this body is mine. I am everything. I am God. If the totality is me, these are all different kinds of moha. Moha. Viparita jnana. So, illusion. Then, the fifth item is mada. Mada means madness. Prabhupada says madness. Pagalpan. And the final item is matsarya. Envy. Kramat, the order, kama, krodha, one above the other. The last one is serious. The most dangerous one is envy. The least dangerous one is kama. But that is also dangerous. So, once these 6 impurities or enemies of conditioned souls are removed, Devaki is ready to receive sankarshana. Sankarshana. Karshana means attraction. Attraction. Who will attract Krishna? Unless and until Dauji comes, Krishna will not come. If Krishna has to come, first there should be asan. There should be seat. If you see our Abhishekam, when once we finish the Guru Puja and that Ashtadala Deepa and all, the first thing Chanchala Prati Prabhu does is Idam asanam sarvantaryamine deva sarvabija vidam tataha atmasthaya param drishtam asanam kalpayamyaham. For the Lord to come, first what he needs? Asan. ऐसे वैसे नहीं आएंगे. Krishna will not come just like that. First he needs asan. To put that asan of pure devotion in the womb of Devaki, who comes? Sankarshana, Balaram, the one who attracts Krishna. Of course, there are multiple meanings of the name Sankarshana. One meaning is this: he attracts Krishna. Whenever Krishna goes for herding cows and calves in the forest of Vrindavan, first who goes? Balaram. When Lord Ramachandra left for the forest, first who was walking? Lakshman. Using his bow, Lakshman will clear all the thorns and pebbles and all the branches, trees, all those kachara. He will remove. He'll clean up, just like JCB. Whenever some VIP comes to Vrindavan, first the MVDA people will bring all the tractor, all those things, and tractor nahi, but that road roller, they will tar the road and clear the road. Sometime Ramnath Kovind came. So before that, they tarred the entire road up to Banke Vihari. So like that, before Ramachandra coming, Lakshman will clear, JCB, he'll clear. So before Krishna and his cows come, Lord Balram goes first with Halayud. With his Halayud, Lakshman, with the bow, he is clearing and making path for Ramachandra. Balram, with his Halayud, he will clear the path. Everything. And Krishna piche, dancing, jumping here, there, teda, ja ke, ghoom ke, fir ke aayenge. Because Mother Yashoda is very concerned. Krishna never walks straight. For Ramachandra, there was no problem. Straight forward. Ayodhya se chodega to seedha Chitrakoot. No here and there and all that. Krishna, no guarantee. No guarantee the next moment what he will do. So Mother Yashoda is very, very, very concerned. He told Balram, Rama, my dear Rama, Balarama, you are straightforward. I can trust you. But this Krishna is twisted. His name itself is twisted. Rama's name is Siddha Ram. Straightforward. Krishna, you have to twist your tongue also to chant his name. Everything, Tribhanga Murari. 3 places it is bent. Very difficult to predict, unpredictable. Very twisted he is. Very mischievous. Mysterious. Unless or until you control him, he will land up in some danger. Because every day there was danger in Vrindavan. Every day Krishna was killing demons. So what Balram does is, there is Halayud on my shoulder, Krishna. I will first clear and go. Whichever path I am going, you have to follow. So sometimes what Balram is straightforward. With Halayudha, he will look straight and he will walk clear and walk straight. But Krishna will be lagging behind because Teda. He will play flute, play with some calf sometime, play with some boys sometime, here, there. But then how to figure out the route? So what Balram does is, using his plow with his halayut, he will do markings. Right, take right, take left, go straight, northeast, northwest, like that. He will do markings on the ground of Vrindavan. On the earth, on the ground, he will leave marks, arrow marks. Yehi route mein aana. Don't go in some other route. So like that, Balram karshayati, he pulls Krishna in the right route. So, if we have to invoke Krishna, first Balram, Guru Tattva, Adi Guru is Sri Balram. All Acharyas are Avesha avatars of Balram. Adi Guru, Nityananda Prabhu, Guru Tattva. First he has to come. He will put the asana. Idavasanam sarvantaryamine deva sarvabidamitam tataha atmasthaya param shuddham asanam kalpayamyaham sarva antaryamine deva sarvabidamitam tataha. O Lord Krishna, you are the antaryami, the indweller of every living and non-living entity in the creation. Sarvantaryamine deva sarvabidamidam tataha. You are the seed of this entire creation. Sarvabidamidam tataha atmasthaya param shuddham. You are completely situated in yourself, Atma Rama, and you are completely pure, Shuddham, Asanam Kalpayamyaham. Please, out of your unlimited compassion, please come and receive. Take this asana, Asanam Kalpayamyaham. When Balram does that and moves to the womb of Rohini, then comes eighth child. Why Krishna is eighth is understood now. Janma Guhyam. Why he didn't come as ninth? Why he didn't come as seventh? Or why didn't Balram appear from Devaki? Why Balram had to be transported to Rohini's womb? If Balram would have appeared from Devaki, he was conceived in Devaki's womb, right? If he would have appeared from Devaki, what would have happened? Huh? Ever thought of this? He will appear from Devaki, and Kamsa, what he will do? He will pull his leg, and that's it. Balram ke paas patience nahi hai. Ek smash mein khatam kar denge. He will finish off Kamsa. And if Kamsa is finished, then Krishna's mission will not happen. What is Krishna's mission? Jatak Kamsa Vadharthaya Bhubhara Haranaya cha. Kamsa's Vadha, and using Kamsa and his chelas, Bhubhara Harana. At that time, millions and millions of demons were born in human families on the planet. And Kamsa is a garbage collector for Krishna. Kamsa, Jarasandha, Duryodhana, they are all garbage collectors for Krishna. Krishna is the garbage destroyer. So for the garbage destroyer to destroy the garbage, there should be a garbage collector. Garbage sab jagah phaila hua hai. To collect all that garbage and bring to one place, the garbage collector is required. So these are the key garbage collectors for Krishna. Kamsa. What Kamsa did? One after the other, one after the other. Every day he was sending demons to Vrindavan. Every day Asura Samhara, Bhubhara Harana was happening in Vrindavan. Then at the age of 10, Krishna smashes Kamsa. So till then he killed tens of thousands of demons who were sent by Kamsa. Tens of thousands of demons were killed by Krishna. Only few are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, because it is very difficult, it is impossible to describe all the demons killed by Krishna. Every day he was killing demons. Acharya says that very clearly, Shastra says that. So that will not happen. Garbage collection will not happen. If the garbage collector himself is killed in the beginning, then all the garbage will remain there. Who will collect? So Balram was transported to Rohini, and then Krishna appeared as eighth child. So like that. So this is all Janma. These are all some aspects of the Janma Guhya. The mysteriousness. Like that, we have to dwell deep. What Prabhupada says here. Go deep into the intricacies. Prabhupada says here, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared from the womb of Devaki, and therefore Devaki, in the purport, today's purport, Prabhupada says that. Only by one who carefully tries to go deep into the matter by spiritual devotion is the mystery discovered. So our job is morning and evening. Morning and evening. Morning Bhagavatam, evening Bhagavad Gita. Or whichever way. Prabhupada made the system. Whichever way. We have to carefully try to go deep into the matter by spiritual devotion. Then the mystery is discovered. Then the Guhya, Divya, Vidambana Rahasya of Krishnavatara or Avatara Kathas of Sri Hari will be revealed to us. And what is the benefit of that revelation? Dukkha gramat vimuchyate. Last line. We will be relieved from all the conglomeration of dukkhas, material miseries, and we will enter into the Chid Vaishishtya, Chid Vaichitriya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vimuchyate. That is the glory of Sri Harikatha, Shravana, morning and evening. Dive deep, go into the integrities, study the purports of Srila Prabhupada deeply, carefully, and that purports will connect to the further deeper purports of previous acharyas like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baldev Vidya Bhushan, Madhvacharya, like that. More and more rahasyas will get revealed, and that will take us back home, back to Godhead. We will stop here. Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you.